Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. My name is John and I'm here with my good friend Sophia today.
Hi everyone, I'm Sophia. It's so nice to see you all again. John, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, thanks. I was just thinking about something this morning. I had my coffee and I remembered my first day at work. Do you remember your first day at your job?
Oh yes, I remember it so well. I was so nervous. I didn't know how to talk to my boss. I didn't know how to ask questions. Everything was new and scary.
Exactly, me too. I remember standing outside my manager's office. I wanted to ask a question, but I didn't know what to say. Should I say, "Excuse me"? Should I knock on the door? I was so confused.
Yes, and that's exactly what we want to talk about today. We want to help you learn how to talk at work in different situations.
That's right, because work is not like talking to your friends. It's a little different. But don't worry, it's not difficult. We'll make it easy for you.
So grab a cup of tea or coffee, sit back, and let's learn together.
Okay, so let's start with something simple. Sophia, when you arrive at work in the morning, what do you say to your colleagues?
Good question. Well, when I first arrive, I usually say good morning to everyone. It's simple and friendly.
Yes, good morning is perfect. You can also say hi or hello, but good morning sounds more professional.
Right. And you know what? I learned something important. You should always smile when you greet people. Even if you're tired, a smile makes everything better.
That's so true. I remember one day I was really tired. I came to work and just walked past everyone without saying anything. My colleague Sarah looked at me and said, "John, are you okay?"
Oh no, what did you do?
I felt so bad. I quickly said, "Oh, I'm sorry. Good morning, Sarah. I'm just a bit tired today." After that, I learned my lesson. Always greet people, even when you're tired.
That's a great story, John, and it teaches us something important. At work, small things matter. A simple good morning can make someone's day better.
Absolutely. So, for our learners, remember these greetings. Good morning, before 12 p.m. Good afternoon, after 12 p.m. Hello or hi, anytime.
And when you leave work, you can say goodbye, see you tomorrow, or have a good evening.
Perfect. These are easy, right? Let's practice. Imagine you just arrived at work. What do you say?
Good morning, John. How are you today?
Good morning, Sophia. I'm good, thank you. How about you?
See? Simple and natural.
Okay, now let's talk about something that many people find difficult, asking for help at work.
Oh, yes, this is really important. John, do you remember when you were new at your job? Did you ask for help?
Actually, at first, I didn't. I was too shy. I thought people would think I was stupid if I asked questions.
Oh, no, but that's not true at all.
I know that now, but back then I was scared, so I tried to do everything myself. And you know what happened?
What happened?
I made so many mistakes. One time I spent 3 hours trying to fix a computer problem. Finally, my colleague Tom came to me and said, "John, why didn't you ask me? I could have helped you. This would take only 5 minutes."
Oh, John, so what did you learn?
I learned that asking for help is not a weakness. It's actually smart. It saves time, and people at work usually want to help you.
That's absolutely right. When I started my job, my manager told me something I'll never forget. She said, "Sophia, we're a team. We help each other. If you have a question, always ask."
So, how do you ask for help politely? Let me show you some phrases.
Yes, these are very useful. Listen carefully. Excuse me, could you help me with something? I'm sorry to bother you, but I have a question. Do you have a moment? I need some help. I'm not sure how to do this. Could you show me?
And when someone helps you, always say, "Thank you so much," or "I really appreciate your help."
Let's practice. John, imagine I need help with my computer. Watch how I ask.
Okay.
Excuse me, John, do you have a moment? My computer is not working and I'm not sure what to do.
Of course, Sophia. Let me take a look. What seems to be the problem?
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
See how polite and natural that sounds? Okay, now let's talk about something that many people make nervous, speaking with your boss or manager.
Oh, yes, I know this can be scary. Sophia, were you nervous to talk to your boss when you started?
Very nervous. My boss was a nice person, but I was still scared. I remember the first time I needed to talk to him. I stood outside his office for 5 minutes before I knocked on the door.
5 minutes? What were you so afraid of?
I don't know. I just felt like, what if I say something wrong? What if he gets angry? But you know what? When I finally knocked and went in, he smiled at me and said, "Hi, Sophia. Come in. How can I help you?"
That's so nice. Most bosses are like that. They want to help their team.
Exactly. So I learned that I was worrying too much, but I also learned the right way to talk to my boss.
Tell us, what's the right way?
Well, first, you should always be respectful. Use polite language. For example, instead of saying, "I need this," you say, "Could I please have this?"
Good point. And timing is important too. Don't interrupt your boss when they're busy or in a meeting.
Right. You can say, "Excuse me, is this a good time to talk?" Or, "Do you have a few minutes?" Let me give you some useful phrases for talking to your boss. "May I speak with you about something?" "I wanted to ask your opinion about." "Could we schedule a meeting to discuss?" "Thank you for your time."
I'll tell you something that helped me a lot. One day, I needed to tell my boss about a problem. I was so nervous, but I prepared what I wanted to say before I went to his office.
You prepared? How?
I wrote down the main points. I thought about what I wanted to say. Then, when I went to his office, I felt much more confident.
That's excellent advice. Preparation helps a lot. You don't need to write a whole speech, but just think about the important points.
And remember, your boss is human too. They understand if you're a little nervous. Just be honest and polite.
All right, now let's talk about meetings. Sophia, do you like meetings?
Honestly, sometimes yes, sometimes no. It depends on the meeting. How about you?
Chuckling. Same, but meetings are important at work, and it's important to know how to participate in a meeting.
Yes, even if you're quiet, you should know what to say and when to say it.
I remember my first meeting at work. There were maybe 10 people in the room. Everyone was talking, sharing ideas, and I just sat there completely silent.
Why didn't you say anything?
I was afraid. I thought, what if my idea is bad? What if everyone laughs at me?
Oh, I understand that feeling.
But then, after the meeting, my manager came to me and said, "John, I noticed you were very quiet. Don't be afraid to share your thoughts. We want to hear from everyone."
That's good advice. In meetings, everyone's opinion matters.
Absolutely. So for our learners, remember these phrases to speak up. "I have an idea," or "I have a suggestion." "What if we try?" "What do you think about?" Or "May I add something?"
And if you want to ask a question in a meeting, you can say, "I have a question about," or "Could you explain more about?" or "I'm not sure I understand. Could you clarify?"
And here is something very important. If you disagree with someone in a meeting, be polite.
Yes, don't just say, "That's wrong," or "I don't agree."
Instead, say, "I see your point, but I think that's interesting. However, I have a different perspective."
Let's practice. John, imagine we're in a meeting. You share an idea, and I'll respond politely, even though I disagree.
I think we should start our workday at 7 a.m. It will give us more time.
I see your point, John. However, I think 7 a.m. might be too early for some people. What if we start at 8 a.m. instead?
Perfect. Notice how Sophia didn't say, "That's a bad idea." She was polite and offered a different solution.
Okay, here's another situation. What do you do when you need a day off? Maybe you're sick or you have a family event.
Good question. This is something everyone needs to do sometimes.
I remember the first time I needed to ask for a day off, I was so worried. I thought my boss would say no.
What did you need the day off for?
It was my sister's wedding. Of course, I wanted to be there, but I didn't know how to ask.
So what did you do?
Well, I didn't wait until the last minute. I asked 2 weeks before. I went to my boss and said, "Excuse me, may I speak with you? I wanted to request a day off on June 15th. It's my sister's wedding."
And what did he say?
He said, Of course, congratulations to your sister. Just send me an email to confirm the date. It was so easy.
That's the key. Give advance notice when possible and be clear about the reason.
Here are some phrases for asking for time off. May I request a day off on date? I'd like to take a day off because... Is it possible to have date off?
And if you're sick and can't come to work, call or send a message as soon as possible. Say, I'm not feeling well today. I won't be able to come to work. Or, I'm sick and need to stay home today. I apologize for any inconvenience.
And always say when you'll return. For example, I'll be back tomorrow. Or, I'll update you on my status tomorrow.
Now, let's talk about something more casual. Small talk.
Oh, I love small talk. It's when you have light, friendly conversations with your colleagues, not about work, just normal life.
Exactly. Maybe you talk about the weather, or weekend plans, or a TV show. It helps you build friendships at work.
I have a colleague named Emma. Every Monday morning, we talk about our weekends. I ask her, "How was your weekend?" And she tells me about her activities.
That's nice. Those small conversations make work more enjoyable.
So, what can you talk about in small talk? Here are some safe topics. The weather? It's so sunny today. Or the rain is crazy. Weekend? Do you have any plans for the weekend? Food? That smells good. What are you having for lunch? Hobbies? Do you watch any good shows?
But be careful. Some topics are not good for work. Don't talk about politics, religion, money, like salaries, or personal problems.
Yes, keep it light and friendly.
Let's practice some small talk. Sophia, you start.
Hey, John, did you do anything fun this weekend?
Yeah, I went hiking with my brother. It was beautiful. How about you?
Oh, that sounds nice. I stayed home and watched movies. I needed to relax.
See? Natural, easy, friendly.
Okay, John, sometimes at work we have difficult situations. Maybe someone is rude or there's a problem. How do we handle that?
That's a really good question. It's not always easy, but it's important to stay professional.
I had a difficult situation once. A colleague spoke to me in a rude way. I felt hurt and angry.
What did you do?
At first, I wanted to be rude back, but I stopped myself. I took a deep breath and said, I understand you're frustrated, but I'd appreciate it if we could speak respectfully to each other.
Wow, that's very mature.
It wasn't easy, but staying calm and professional is always better than getting angry.
Absolutely. And if you have a serious problem with a colleague, you can also talk to your manager or HR department.
Remember, stay calm, be professional, and ask for help if you need it.
Wow, Sophia, we talked about so many situations today.
We did. Let's do a quick review for everyone watching. What did we learn?
We learned how to greet colleagues, ask for help, talk to your boss, participate in meetings, request time off, make small talk, handle difficult situations.
And the most important thing to remember is be polite, be professional, and be yourself.
Exactly. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Everyone was new at work once. We all learned together.
You know, when I think about my first day at work and compare it to now, I feel so proud. I was so nervous then, but I learned and grew.
Me too. And that's what we want for all of you watching. We want you to feel confident at work.
Remember, practice makes perfect. The more you use these phrases, the more natural they will feel.
And don't worry if you make small mistakes. Your colleagues will understand. Most people are kind and patient.
Okay, now we have a task for you.
Yes, we want you to practice. Here's your task.
Think about one situation we talked about today. Maybe greeting colleagues, or asking for help, or something else.
Then, go to the comments and write one sentence you would say in that situation.
For example, you could write, "Excuse me, could you help me with this report?"
Or, "Good morning, everyone. How are you today?"
We'll read all your comments and we'll reply to help you improve.
And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up.
And subscribe to our channel. We make videos like this every week to help you learn English.
Hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video.
Thank you so much for watching, everyone.
Keep practicing, stay confident, and remember, you can do this.
See you in the next video. Bye!
Goodbye, everyone. Take care.